for the Rivers has a groin issue. So it's good to see him back. Shufford attacking the rim. Can't finish though, the whistle comes. We go the other way. Is that goaltending though?
The call was goaltending.
Yes, goaltending.
Wow.
I did not see that though.
I barely saw it, but I didn't think it was going to be called a goaltend.
Bobby Gray. Pull up 3 for Gray. Saw him with a shoot around. The rebounded by White. Twist and turn around Calhoun. Calhoun was lost like he was in a maze.
Well, White was moving right around, busily moving those aged
Shufford. Sorry there. He was moving like what?
He was moving like those. Yeah, forget it.
No. Thought you were describing me, Otley. Being very prolific in the scoring department. Surrounding, triple teamed, and taken away. Shot clock violation anyways. Maynard off to the races. This is up to White. And I thought White came over to you, though, before the start of the game, though.
Yes, he did, which is why I was making that joke. Said he has something to say to us.
Oh, my word. Maynard driving to the rim, laying in. He has something to say to us or to you.
He had something to say to us.
Well, I don't know if it was a black and white comment, though, the last game.
We'll get to that later.
Parker dishes out to Shufford. Driving in, laying up high off the glass.
With the left hand,
no
less.
A turnover. A steal by Otley. Shufford for 3, short. Bobby Gray comes away with it. Dishes to Woods. Inside for 2. Can't finish. Rebounded by Shufford. Parker cuts inside. Dishes out to Brewer. 1 bounce pass to Shufford. Then to Otley. Otley. I can't get the floater to go in. That was wild from Otley.
Oh.
Woods there, trying to take 2 huge steps to go to the rim, was fouled.
But he had a player to the left and a player to the right. He could have made that pass.
Is that the Cougars' dad, though?
Yeah, I think that's the Cougars' dad.
Should you apologize?
About what?
Calling his name wrong in the first game?
Dad?
Yes, to his dad.
I don't know. Are you scared?
No, should you apologize?
Me? I didn't do it. You did.
For the team.
Okay, no, I'm not taking that for the team.
Not taking that for the team. Not at all here in the second semifinal. In the first game, it went into overtime. The Waves came in as the second seed, listed as the favorite to take that game as we watch Woods make the first from the line. However, the tide changed because a storm surprised the Waves, ambushed the Waves, blew them away, became a Category 3.
I thought they were a Category 3.5.
Oh, 3.5. Thought it was going to say a Category 5.
No, not yet.
Woods makes both. Are we going to see the pot covers in the stands here this evening?
I don't know. This would be a pot cover type evening.
Yes, indeed.
Because it is that game that decides where you finish.
A steal by Bobby Gray, deflected first by White. Gray goes towards the line, and White gets the rebound. Can't finish Gray.
I think Gray was asking White why he didn't come up and flush that.
Well, Bobby Gray for 3. Short again. Rebounded by Lawrence. Turn around off the glass. Beautifully done by Lawrence, getting the nod as Brown is out for the game.
Trying to make up the difference of where Brown would have been jumping in right there is Lawrence, and he can do it.
Parker all alone, and White with the foul, sending Parker to the line.
This young man has a stable game when he gets on form. He needs to find that tonight in order to help the Rivers team get to where they need to get.
But Parker, however, found that the lane was wide open.
Yeah, he needs to get in the game.
Well, the fence of the Horizon collapsed, and was watching Parker drive towards the line.
And then fouled him.
Yeah, White found himself behind Parker. He shoot 2. Parker has been energetic all season long. makes the first, rattled in. He's the JP of the team.
The what?
The JP.
Really?
Yeah.
Justice of the peace?
No, Jonathan Parker. Does not make the second, though. And it goes the other way. I think someone stepped in.
Davis.
The 4.
The number 11, Davis, made a step in just a little too quick.
So Horizon with a 3-point lead in this first quarter. What a game we had in the first. Bobby Gray takes his time to warm up sometimes. Maynard, he's from Barbados. Pull-up jumper, that was Woods, not Maynard, pardon me. And missing his Woods. Otley attacking the rim, failed to lay in, Shufford with the rebound. Outside for 3 to Parker. Parker chose to come inside to take the 2. That's high off the glass. Bobby Gray the other way and can't finish again from Gray.
What is happening with Bobby Gray? Those are easy finishes that he should have right there.
Still has a finger issue though. Parker going left, going right, dishes out to Shufford. Coming inside, bounce pass to Otley outside the arc. Twisting and turning and going for the steal. A 3 from Brewer, he makes it.
Count it. They missed him in the last game.
Yes, they did. Scores tied at 8 apiece.
Big man with a lot of energy, the number 4 for the Rivers, Trey Brewer.
Woods, inside after that fake to Lawrence, who gets the roll.
Oh, you had to pause on that get, didn't you?
Yeah.
Took a little while on the rim.
I was holding my words. Taking a deep breath. Brewer dishes outside to Parker, top of the key. A little bit too heavy with that shot. Rebounded by Lawrence. And Maynard. Same hairstyle as Woods, though. Bounce pass inside. Beautiful movement that was from White. He's fouled, he'd go to the line.
He does come up with a quick first step on the spin, on the turnaround, on the post moves. Does finish occasionally. Wasn't so lucky this time.
Was going for the reverse layup. Some changes made. Black being brought in. And Johnson coming in also for the Rivers. Johnson 34. Black is battling for the shortest man in this league.
They should put you in.
Out of 1. Heads down, hands down.
Heads down indeed.
Because I'll be short in everything. So White missing the first. They are the defending champions, Horizon, and the number 1 seed. It matters not, misses both. Gaining the rebound is Lawrence. Maynard swings it to Woods for 3. Can't make it though, but a rebound by Lawrence again.
Doing the
Give them
work.
another chance. Maynard almost gave it away.
And Lawrence bailed him out and saved him again.
Bobby Gray for 3. And a rebound again. Inside to Bobby Gray, laying it up and finally in. And the horns blowing inside of the National Arena.
So I believe they left the pot covers in favor of horns.
Yeah, that's why I just allowed the horn to blow, didn't say a thing. Johnson driving to the rim, a steal, this by White. Maynard for Horizon, bounce pass to Bobby Gray. Puts the ball on the floor. Has Woods in his sight for Go Woods, and going to the rim off the glass with the left hand.
I think that's the hand he would rather to use, but that's the one with the injured finger.
The pinky finger. Why do they call it pinky finger? Black.
I'm not sure.
Attacking the rim, he go to the line to shoot 2. He was fouled. So says referee Bolaños.
And you see Johnson having a discussion there with Otley. about stepping around the player for the front positioning on the offense so he can actually get in the low post.
One of the crowd favorites, Sutherland, is in for Horizon with a turn to 3. Lawrence being asked to rest after that foul. Black with the first from the line. Makes it nothing but the net. And then the second.
Ooh, way short.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. That was not short.
That was
Way short, as you pointed out.
not sure what happened there.
He shot the ball short, way short. Woods, double team, lobbed inside to White, was given it away. I think it came off Black though, so it should be
Black.
Horizon's ball. You're saying about Black?
Black is a quietly efficient player. Senior. But sometimes he comes up a little bit short.
Referee Christopher Richards, just in your screen a short while ago, sporting the dreadlocks. Jumper from Woods, he makes it. Looks so easy with the left hand.
Now there's somebody who needs to make some more noise on this Horizon team.
Woods,
Yeah.
Brewer for the Rivers. Shufford at the top of the key, puts the ball on the floor. Changing from left to right, attacking the rim, dishes off to Johnson. Then to Black, then changing to Brewer, coming inside for a two-pointer. Can't get it to drop, to fall. Sutherland picks up the play. Woods. Pull up jumper from Woods.
Oh.
He makes it 2 in a row from Woods.
I did say he had to wake up tonight.
So he finally following what you're saying?
Finally.
Black bounce pass to Brewer. Turning left and right between two players. And laying up
Mr.
is
Brewer wanted a foul call on that.
Using
Didn't
his
get it,
strength.
but he's a strong player, so
Why not use it?
why not use it? And if you're at the National Arena, I believe there's some jerk chicken you can get outside.
Yeah. It was Ted Mobile Jerk Boss. In the meantime, Sutherland fighting and can't finish. Ball coming off the hands of White. It will go the other way.
Unfortunate, but a good move by the big man. Unfortunately, it didn't go down.
Shufford, as he saw the lane open, it closed up just before he entered.
Yes, it did. He has those long triple jump type steps. And if you don't get there in time, he's going to pass you. But he does have such body control that he doesn't always make contact with the players. And they have to reach over, and that's how they ended up with the foul just now.
You know, he said reach over a short while ago. A song came to my mind.
Really?
As he misses the first. I don't know who sings that song, though.
Uh-huh.
Reach out and touch.
I was hoping you weren't going to go there.
Somebody's hand.
But okay.
Make this world a better place if you can.
Now we're going to sing.
And Shufford is trying to make it a better place for himself and his teammates
And does so with...
by converting the second. Now Hall being brought in, the point guard position. Woods. Bounce pass inside to Bobby Gray. Oh, that was a great bounce pass and a great finish from Gray.
He moves so well without the ball.
Yes, he does. Brewer. Pull up jumper from Brewer once again. And nothing but the net from Brewer. Having some words with some fans telling them how great they look.
Nah.
Hall switching to Maynard. The Barbadian connection. Hall from Barbados, Maynard from Barbados. Pull up jumper, he'll shoot two. As the man with the father.
No disrespect.
Hammond is the guilty party. Beres Hammond's son in the number 6 jersey.
We'll see how many Beres Hammond songs you can come up with.
Step aside, please.
Okay, that's one. And we got the ching for that.
Making the first.
Just had a show recently with Buju Banton. The show was entitled Intimate on the first day of January 2023.
Makes a second. Were you there?
In spirit.
No, that's a good thing. At least spiritual, you are there going for the steal. But Johnson is quick. Deflected the pass. Fighting Hammond. Lays it off to Black. Brewer for three. That was short. Rebounded by Johnson. Great hands from Johnson. Can't finish. Sutherland comes away with it to Maynard. Horizon leading in this first quarter. Maynard, pull up, jumper, in and out. Rebounded by Hammond. Black behind Brewer. Poor pass from Black, a turnover from the Rivers. They're in the blue with the golden at the side. I'm about to say golden sash, but that's not a sash.
It's not a sash, no. It's a stripe.
That's more bigger than a stripe. Sutherland trying to turn. And called for...
The 3-second violation.
I thought they were calling for the travel, though. 22-15. First quarter winding down in the second semi-final. Playoff basketball leads one Caribbean Basketball League, the winter season, here in beautiful Kingston, Jamaica. Parker to Brewer. Takes his sweet time to turn, realizing Bobby Gray was in defensive area. Black thought about putting up for three, switching to Brewer, turning and firing, and rebounded by Gray. Thought about passing out, but instead he goes towards the rim, banking in off the glass.
He just accelerated and blew by everybody right there. And right now the game looks pretty similar to how they started the game in the last game they played, which would have been on Wednesday. It looks just the same, where the Horizon are taking a comfortable lead, looking like they have control, but then somewhere along the line,
shot
like
for
that
three.
happened. And slowly, the lead disappeared.
Well, it was a 10-point lead, and now turned into a 7-point lead.
But you can't close your eyes and go to sleep on players like Ricky Shufford.
Not at all. Gray. Call for the foul. They step on the line. So Bobby Gray not happy. His Sutherland wanted to pick from him for him to move from the top of the key, come inside. He says that was not helping at all. But it will be Horizon's ball. No look pass. Woods, jumper, can't finish. Rebounded by Sutherland, can't finish either, but Shufford comes away with it. Parker almost gave it away. Attacking the rim.
And makes it.
And the foul. And a 2-point play.
Nice.
2 points. And a chance for a 3-point play. It's from Parker. I'm not going to comment.
I'm just going to laugh right now.
But a change in the sock from an individual who was sporting pink all competition long.
he went blue.
Well, he's showing us he's wearing now the blue sock. Doesn't get the bounce though, Parker. Hall brings it up for Horizon. A chance for a 3-point play. Hall. Oh, no, that was beautiful by Sutherland, and then converted by Bobby Gray. That screen from Sutherland was great.
Yes, yes it was. They put together a nice rotation there and got the 2 points for it. And now they come up with the steal.
So Bobby Gray goes forward. Horizon lays it off to Thompson as he's manhandled and rolled over.
He's okay though. Tough little character is Bobby Gray.
He doesn't think he's little though. He doesn't think he's little.
He's not little. He has a big game.
Has a big heart.
And a big game.
And a big heart. So if he's little in frame, he has a big heart.
No, okay.
Thompson coming on, the 3-point specialist. Hall back to Gray. Thompson was covered. 3 from Thompson, in and out. And Sutherland going up for the rebound, but Shufford got the better of him. Parker for the Rivers, searching for their first win of the tournament. Shufford back to Parker for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And Thompson will just need to warm up a little bit before he starts getting crazy with those threes again.
Gray gave it away. Turnover from Bobby Gray. Black for the Rivers. Going to the baseline. Dishing off to Parker.
And he's fouled.
Who got it in for a 3-point play. He goes to the line.
So Parker doing the work tonight at the start of this game. As we take notice and we acknowledge that Otley has been on the bench for quite some time.
Yes, he has. Well, the coach, I think he knows what he's doing. Ludlow Parker for the Rivers. As completing the 3-point plays, Parker. There's Otley on the bench. Has been the team's top scorer on many occasions.
He knows what to do with the ball when he gets it, but he's just not had consistency in his performance so far, especially when needed for some of those last-minute plays.
Woods with the left hand off the glass, going by Parker and Hammond. Now the ball down court, and it's tipped away by Woods to end the first quarter. 28-22 in favor of the Horizon, the #1 seed and the defending champion over the Rivers. Let me hear what you have to say, Mr. CC, Courtney Campbell.
Well, no surprise from the Horizon team here, doing exactly what we would have expected as champions and as senior veteran players who know how to make things happen. So Bobby Gray getting a lot of looks at the rim because of his cutting, his off-the-ball cuts, his movement without the ball. Those are looking pretty good, and the team are doing their job in finding him and threading the needle to get those passes in. As we see Onisha,
that's the assistant coach.
That's the assistant coach for the Rivers there, having a conversation, and we see even Anthony Otley getting involved in the conversation because they're not far behind, but they're just not in sync on the floor. So they need to do a little bit more in communicating with each other, making those necessary passes, and finishing at the rim.
And do you see Coach Barker?
I don't see Coach Barker.
Maybe he's missing in action for today. They'll have to get some confirmation at half time. But as she just tried to get the attention of Parker and Johnson sitting on the bench, 25 and 34 respectively, and Otley, who has been asked to sit down on the bench, just giving some instructions. Also, he wears the number 13 jersey.
Well, he's talking to the right people because so far Parker has been coming alive. He's the person that has been making it happen for them so far, making the necessary cuts, making the necessary drives, and finishing strong on the boards. So Parker, we expect him to continue, and they're going to keep riding his wave for as long as they can.
Riding his what?
His wave. Or should I say floating the rivers?
Yeah, that's better.
Floating on the river. But we know what's going to happen in a few moments is Ricky Shufford is going to come alive again. Ricky Shufford, he often does this where he's quiet in the first few minutes for a little while, and then it becomes the Ricky Shufford show. What we need to do is control some of that because some of his selections and some of his decisions about plays that he makes sometimes makes it a little difficult to recover for the Rivers. So as long as he can keep it in check, do the Ricky Shufford that we need, which is shooting, making the pass, making the necessary moves, then we should be okay if we are the Rivers team trying to stay in touch with the Horizon.
Well, that's your assessment of the situation. But one thing can be said, the Horizon, they still lead by 6 though. Maynard being hustled somewhat by Shufford. A steal by Shufford. Otley back on the court for the Rivers. Shufford comes inside. White in defensive work over the hands of White. Can't get the rebound as boxing out well was Maynard. Bobby Gray. Big set. Gray lays it on for Thompson. Thompson, step back three. He makes it. He makes the step back three.
We know he's going to warm up. He's going to give you a couple of those tonight.
McFarlane in his number 1 jersey. Almost a steal by Maynard. McFarlane in for Woods. Wearing the number 1 jersey.
I wouldn't be surprised if Maynard comes up with the top number of steals for the season.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Shufford. Pick was set by Little Black. Shufford going towards the baseline. Have to dish out. And the shot to Parker. Parker, he saw the shot clock running down. Had to rush a shot, but he was way behind time. Shot clock violation. A turnover to the Horizon.
You don't want those careless turnovers, especially now, because if the Horizon run away with a lead, it's going to be that much more difficult to get yourself back in a striking distance.
Maynard takes his time to carry the ball up court. Bobby Gray inside to White, dishes off to Thompson, going to the line, and it is fouled. And a chance for a 3-point play. Go to the line to shoot 1.
You didn't know he could drive too, huh?
Not at all. I thought he was always driven. But not a driver.
He's a driver. He can score from almost anywhere. He has a nice 2-point range, but his 3-point speciality is what makes him special.
Short with that attempt. Black with the rebound. Otley behind the back. Almost taken away by Bobby Gray. Parker puts the ball on the floor. Just lays it off to Shufford.
Not watching the clock again.
Shufford trying to cut inside, running traffic, and a steal. Thompson comes away with it. He'll go from Ed. Can't finish though. Can't lay it up. But White gets the rebound. Switching to Thompson. Inside to White. And then finishing is McFarlane for the Horizon.
And the Rivers team have seen enough. They need to take a break and talk about it. And indeed they should.
A timeout from the Rivers. 35-22 is the scoreline.
Right now it seems like it's running away from them and they're becoming a little more disoriented than they were before. And it's showing a lot more.
Well, Coach Morgan there for the Horizons. He's having a word with his players. He's liking the comfort zone where the score is right now. However, they need to stamp their authority. That's what he's saying. And let's see more from you guys.
Absolutely, because the points on the board are one thing, but for them to lose focus and get distracted at this time, it certainly could hurt them. So they just need to keep pounding, maintain the intensity, maintain the focus that they have, and just play some more ball.
Well, let's see. As you watch basketball here this evening, it's entertaining. The second game of the doubleheader. Elite One Cameron Basketball League. The winter season happening with the preliminary games all 6 days. Then it's now time for the playoffs, the semifinals. We had the first. Now this is the second.
A lot resting on the shoulders of those 3 Horizon players you saw just now. White, Gray, and McFarlane.
Parker swings it to Johnson. Goes inside. And it darts outside to Shufford. I thought he was going to take the shot. Shufford goes up brilliantly off the glass. Hands came waving like the Queen was passing. And he shot all over the hands to get that too. Thompson now for 3, and he makes it. He buries it.
Oh.
TT is alive.
Like he's daring him.
A steal from Thompson. Shufford, however, recovers well for the Rivers. A reverse layup for Shufford off the glass. 26 for Rivers, 38 for Horizon.
It's about that time for Ricky Shufford to step up.
Gray up and under, can't finish. And coming in is Maynard. Tussling for the ball is Maynard. And the foul may be called on Parker. Let's see what the referee has to say. Melendez is there. So it's not on Parker, though. It's on Brewer.
Yeah, Brewer got called for the hack.
Thompson double team inside to Maynard. And finishing with a soft left hand off the glass. Maynard 2 points on the board. Not Hammond, pardon me. Brewer. Parker for 3. And he buries it.
He's the one keeping them here.
Jonathan Parker. As Maynard dishes to Gray inside. All alone is McFarlane. And Southern laying it in off the glass.
Brewer making it obvious that he's not happy with how the defense rotated just now, but he's a part of the defense.
Yes. As Brooke is giving him another option coming back for the outlet. Parker swings to Shufford. Inside, finding Johnson. Triple team, the reverse layup.
Patience from Johnson.
Off the glass from Johnson with the reverse layup. Bobby Gray. Thompson. Johnson is there. 3-pointer from Thompson. Can't make it. Rebounded by Brewer. Parker being hounded by McFarlane. Dishes to Brewer. Puts the ball on the floor for a jumper. Rebounded by Bobby Gray.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Gray.
That was close, though, to be honest.
Yeah, it was.
But Bananas was right on the baseline, so
couldn't
he was
miss
right
it.
in line. Johnson with the outlet pass. Almost gave it away.
Little miscommunication with Shufford.
Shufford. Quick feet, bounce pass to Johnson, who lays it in under the rim.
Good look from Mr. Shufford to find Johnson under there.
Call him JJ. Jordan Johnson. Oh, Bobby Gray can't finish. Driving down the lane. No look pass to Johnson once again. Oh, dunked it home. JJ is alive and well. Jordan Johnson, 6 points on the night so far.
He looked like he could be a high jumper.
Bobby Gray. Screen set by White. Gray dishes to Maynard for 3. In and out, does not get the bounce. And a rebound, Shufford. A steal by Bobby Gray. Poor pass it was by Shufford. Goes to the rim, and a foul by Shufford. And Gray will shoot 2 from the line.
Is that a timeout?
Timeout has been called
by the Rivers team.
Well, they don't want to let the game run away. They are trailing.
And if you take any lessons from the previous game, you know that the ball is actually quite round, as they say. So play can go, victory can go anywhere. So
the ball is round. That's your analysis on the evening.
No, that's my analysis of what people say. People say the ball is round.
People say a lot of things. I don't have to repeat them.
True.
But the ball is always round, though. But I tend to hear that a lot. The ball is round.
So you never know which side it's going to come up on. So it's always going to spin. There's always rotation, and it's always an opportunity for something to happen on the other side.
The ball is round.
Yes.
So if the ball was square, would there be an opportunity to happen on the other side?
It would be, but it wouldn't be as likely, because it's not as easy for a square to spin or flip.
Have you ever rolled a dice?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever rolled a ball?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which one rolls easier?
The one that I want to. We all know the ball is round.
But yeah.
Bobby Gray to shoot 2. Makes the first. Oh, don't mind us at all having our discussion in the beautiful country, Jamaica, in the city of Kingston. I'm right here in St. Andrew, actually. You know where the border of Kingston and St. Andrew is?
Halfway Tree Road.
Crossroads.
I knew that. I
Yeah,
just
you
wanted
knew.
to see if you knew.
Oh, yeah. Crossroads, one end in Vineyard Town, right in front of St. Joseph Hospital. St. Joseph Hospital is Kingston. Across the road, in Dino Road, is St. Andrew. Brewer with that attempt. Otley comes up with it strong.
Surrounded by 3 Horizon
And
players
a jump
there.
ball, though. A jump ball, or no, it's a turnover.
All alone with nowhere to go right there was
Otley. Maynard. High. Fouled. He'll shoot 2. People have come out this evening. In all shapes and sizes.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah.
Because they're all shapes and sizes of people. Is
Yeah.
that your observation?
That's my observation. If you say the ball is round, why not? Why not say that? As Maynard misses the first.
Yeah.
A reminder, though, he's from Barbados.
Have you ever been to Barbados?
Yes, I have.
Nice country.
Yes, it is.
Nice island.
Yes, it is. It says it has 100 beaches, but I only see 1 beach.
And you're going to say that's a beach that goes right around, right?
Yeah. And he makes a second, though. I said that the most beaches in terms of 100. But when they call one beach a name and they call next beach the next name, I'm still on the same beach. Shuffled for 3. Does not make it. Rebounded, though. And no communication at all by White and Thompson. White apologizes to Thompson.
He didn't know who was jumping behind him, so he just fought for it. Turns out that it was his own teammate.
Lost the fight. Shuffled. Otley for 3. And he makes it. 3 for Otley.
His first points on the board.
Inside. Thompson was held because he wanted to cut inside, though. Was holding off Shufford to cut inside. Bobby Gray saw that the lane was empty. Put the ball right there for Thompson to collect and drive to the lane. Or drive to the rim. But it is Horizon's ball. Rivers not allowing them to go too far. Otley telling Shufford that Cubby wants him right there defending. Bobby Gray for 3, and he makes it. Sweet and a dandy.
Awesome shot from Bobby Gray.
Brewer. Thompson guarding Brewer. Mismatch, you may call it. Bounce pass outside to Black for 3. Top of the key, that shot. That's went on the line. So it will be Horizon's ball.
Quiet night for that man there as you're looking at him.
Otley.
Anthony Otley. They're going to need his scoring soon. As a matter of fact, they need it already.
Yes, they do. Let's roll the ball there. Just run some time off the clock. Woods.
Oh!
Or not to run some time off the clock, though, but
Brewer read that.
yes, he did. Deflected out.
There you see the 2 top scorers for both teams. That's Bobby Gray and Anthony Otley right there in your shot.
Woods. Thompson for 3. Does not make it, though. Rebounded. And a steal by Bobby Gray. Finding the big man, dish it inside. And off the glass, Maynard scores.
Nice team effort from the Horizon right there.
A steal by Bobby Gray.
Shufford trying to emulate, but didn't quite work out.
Thompson for 3. Doesn't get it. But Bobby Gray spins away. And then Maynard all around, bounce pass, and White finishing. And he goes to the line to complete a 3-point play.
Now there is Mr. White showing up really big on that play. Nice way to finish. Now he has an opportunity to make a 3-point play.
I was saying earlier, though, when they roll the ball, They allowed the ball to go further down court without taking some time off the clock.
Yeah. But you ask yourself, is that really
Necessary?
necessary?
At the present time, no. They're just lazy. Many may
No,
say
not
that.
really. I don't know.
So now let's get a breather.
Yeah, why not? Take a breather. Take a breath.
Yeah, I shouldn't say lazy. They're tired. Because if I was going to say lazy, let me take that back and apologize for saying that. If I was going to say lazy, then I'd use you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting in a chair.
That's why you're the lazy one.
I'm sitting in a chair, just like you,
Yes.
which would make you lazy too.
Lazier. Now, someone who are listening or watching can decide who's the lazier. I was seeing the referees, Richards and Bolaños. To your right. A discussion, though. And let's see, White will shoot one. Hammond in for the Rivers. In the blue.
Shufford takes a breather.
Yeah. White doesn't realize he was the one to shoot.
He did.
Why did he line up alongside McFarlane?
I don't know.
He was there ready to set, ready to box out, not realizing he was the one.
Hazard a guess at why he did that.
Well, he scores to complete the three-point play. 52-38. Horizon, they lead. Otley. Trying to go around Maynard. A jumper from Otley. Can't finish the rebound. Under the rim by McFarlane. Swings the ball to Maynard. Attacking the rim.
Oh.
High off the glass. A chance for a three-point play. A foul by Hammond sends Maynard to the line.
That's a big man play.
That's
Took the hit,
huge.
took the contact, made the shot, went straight at his defender.
I'm agreeing with you wholeheartedly. And a reminder, though, that upset earlier on between the Storm and the Waves. Storm, who defeated the Waves twice so far this season, lost in that semi-final matchup. The Waves lost to the Storm. Hammond being hounded. Puts it inside to Brewer, puts it on the floor. Inside, swing it to the net to Johnson. Johnson goes around one defender trying to up
Mr.
another.
White, don't come down with the hand.
And White, with the foul, has sent bailed out Johnson, sending him to the line.
Yes, indeed. If you're going straight up against the player who's driving at you, don't come down with the hand. You're obviously going to get called for the foul. Keep your hands straight up. If he makes it, he makes it. If he misses, better for you. Yeah.
I like your assessment.
Thank you.
If he makes it, he makes it. If he misses, he misses.
That's deep.
Extremely deep.
Yeah, that requires
Courtney,
some
you're on the
thought.
ball tonight.
Because it's round.
Because it's round. Oh, my word. As Johnson misses the first for the Rivers. They have lost twice to the Horizon so far this season. They have not won a game all season long.
Not for trying, though, because they've been close in a number of the losses that they've had.
Johnson hitting one of two. Hall coming back on the floor. Bobby Gray swings it to Woods. Woods for three. That's short. And the whistle will push off. And I think it goes against Lawrence. I saw it from a mile out.
It's a good thing we're not that far.
So it will be Rivers ball. The foul called on the 51. Lawrence. Black to Parker. As the second quarter winds down. Push off from Parker. Steal from Maynard. Read it well. Bounce pass between the two to his countryman Hall, who can't finish. Bobby Gray for three. Can't get it either. But the big man Lawrence is there. And he gets it. Chance for a three-point play.
So this is the Horizon team that we've come to know and appreciate when they're on their form. They're all together doing what each other needs them to do at the time. Following for the rebound, sticking it back up, following again for the rebound, sticking it back, making the passes. This is the kind of play from the Horizon team that they've been looking for.
57-39 is the score. 57-39 is the score as the Horizon, they lead. Chance for a three-point play, yes, from Lawrence. From the line. Brewer being double-teamed.
Trapping defense.
Hammond for three. And that so it looks like a pass to Calhoun, who just came on the floor.
Just a little break in the defense right there. The off-ball player should have been coming across to make that.
Bobby Gray for three. Rebounded. Lawrence has to be careful. Was called for a push-up earlier on. But Hammond is scrambling and finding Black all alone to bank it home. You're saying?
Oh, it was just a defensive rotation just now for the Horizon.
Maynard for three.
Drills it.
Brewer tried to answer, and he does just that. This should be Brewer's best game so far. Three for Maynard. Oh! Oh my word! Another answer, this time coming from the Horizon. And we're not talking about AI. A steal by Bobby Gray. Read it well. Maynard for three. No, he does not get it. But a rebound by Woods, and he banked it home.
Nice. Follow.
Oh, was trying for the save, though.
Oh.
And Bobby Gray has to be careful. Hammond, the sweet of the body of Woods.
Horizon bench trying to say that Bobby Gray did actually save it, but referee says no.
Not at all.
But it shows you the big heart of Bobby Gray that you spoke about for him cantering after that. That was like a suicide mission right there.
Yes, indeed. As Brewer for three. Does not get some bounce. And Lawrence could not hold on. Went outside. It's going to be Rivers' ball. Brewer once again puts the ball on the floor, using his strength. Finds Hammond. He takes a three. Oh, the rebound. Tossing for the rebound. Hammond is also there. But then Calhoun gets the foul. He shoots two.
Not the widest body of a big man is Calhoun, but certainly very tall. Able to get some extra touches over your head and stuff. Managed to come up with the flying loose ball there and got fouled on the attempted shot.
The flying loose ball.
Well, it flew out of the hands of Parker and fell into Calhoun's hand.
Well, Calhoun misses the first. Lewis Smith is on for Horizon. Missed the second. And Horizon's ball. Hall. Big set by Lawrence. Bounce pass was looking for Lawrence, but Hammond was there. And then it will be Woods.
Oh, rejected.
And then the big man Lawrence recovers for Horizon and lays it in.
Competing for block shots for the tournament is Calhoun.
Under a minute to go. As Brewer dishes to Black, cuts inside, finding back Brewer, top of the key. Two-pointer, and a shot clock violation. 29 seconds on the clock.
Again, poor court spacing and movement from the Rivers team, not allowing the ball to move out of the space once it gets stuck on defense right there.
Hall goes by Brewer. Woods. Pick set by Lawrence. A jumper in by Woods. Darting pass. Brewer for 3, that's short. And that signals the end of the first half. 70-46 in favor of the Horizon over the Rivers. Your thoughts of what you just witnessed in the first 2 quarters, which enables you to have the first half?
That was pretty deep. But just to say, the Horizon team are playing like the champions that we expect them to be, and that they are. And if you hear some screams, that's coming from Nikolai Brown, who is so ecstatic and elated about the way his team is playing right now. And you can't take it away from him. They're doing exactly what they need to do to stay ahead and push the lead where they need it to be. They're playing the scrappy defense, and they're checking the players as they come across, making the steals and finishing on the boards. On the other hand, the Rivers team, they're now playing a little defeated in their energies. They're not showing the energy and the plays that we need them to do to try and get back in this game and make it competitive. Brewer is trying to do all he can, making some shots. I haven't seen Shufford come alive, and we're still waiting on Otley that needs to produce for this Rivers team in order to get them in a competitive position to make this game possible for them to even have a chance to win.
Well, guess what? On that note, you heard from Courtney Campbell. And certainly, it's going to be interesting in the second half. Remember, this is the second game of a doubleheader. Elite One Caribbean Basketball League, the defending champions and #1 seed Horizon, they're leading 70-46 over the Rivers, which I said before, seems like it's all dried up. We'll be back for second half action from Kingston, Jamaica, the grounds of Independence Pass Limited. Welcome back to the National Arena for the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League, the winter season. Sean Grant alongside my good friend Courtney Campbell. They call him CC. Second half action this between Horizon and the Rivers. The defending champion, #1 seed Horizon, leading 70-46 in this matchup as the third quarter ready to get on the way in Kingston, Jamaica, Independence Park Limited. We were told that someone special is here.
Oh, yes, indeed. Someone special indeed. The father of Rashid Hammond is in the building.
Really? Who's that?
You don't know who that is?
No. As a shuffle drives towards the rim, gets his own rebound, and he will go to shoot two.
There
That's
he is.
Beres Hammond in the crowd. The
Wearing
father
the hat right
of
there.
Hammond.
The hat and the glasses. Beres Hammond,
He wears the hat all the time.
an amazing Jamaican singer. He has given us so many songs throughout the year. It's so hard to run through the list of them. And then his performances are so amazing as well. You just can't get enough of a good performer like Beres Hammond.
Indeed. As a shuffle makes the first from the line.
But now he's not here in a singing capacity. Now he's here to cheer his son on and hopefully get his son and his son's team to get it going and try to get a win.
Shuffled second. Oh, the rebound inside, but a foul will be called though. I think the hand went into the face of Woods from the Horizon. Hope he's okay though. Seems like he is.
There you see the number 6 on the bench. That's Beres Hammond's son, Rashid Hammond.
Young Hammond.
Young Hammond. I wonder if he can sing too.
I don't know. That I will have to put up some tunes for Beres Hammond. Woods has White in his sights, back outside to Woods. Woods laying it off to Sutherland, the man from East Kingston. Woods now think of a three, takes a three and rattled it in. You saw the pose after.
Yep. Think of a 3 and make a 3. And then pose.
That was the detail. Think of the three, make the three.
And then pose.
And then pose. And we see the assistant coach, though, who predicted that his team would be in the final.
He did.
Three-pointer from Parker, that was short. And Maynard come away with it. Bobby Gray, bounce pass back to Maynard. Swinging to Woods, outside the arc. He puts the ball on the floor, changes gear, changes mind. Switches now to Maynard. Drives to the rim. A floater and does get in, but the big man White is there. It does go in, but Calhoun, if it did not go in, would have been called for
the offensive interference.
That's it, my good friend. You're on the ball, rolling.
And round.
Parker.
That man needs to come alive now.
Otley, twisting, running into traffic. Failure to finish. Whoever using strong hands was Parker. Can't get up. And he stepped on the line, Parker, and a turnover. He realized he was under the rim going up. Never realized where he was.
He didn't, but he was fighting for it, and you got to give him credit. He's been the one holding it down for the better part of the first 2 quarters.
If I'm telecommunications company, I would have given him credit. In any case, Bobby Gray turned, and a block
by
Brewer. And Shufford comes away with it. Shufford for the Rivers. And a foul on Shufford. And he shoot 2. Referee Bologna still was waving off something. I don't know what he was waving off.
I don't know, but
maybe that's his way of giving.
Maybe he was saying hi to somebody. I don't know.
That heavy of a wave?
Hey, maybe it's a heavy person.
Well, B. Dot.
B. Dot the chef. All right.
Well, we just passed through and said that he'll bring a plate. Mr. Armstrong, the chef, going to bring a plate on Sunday. He's going to bring for the entire M1 team, though.
I don't know.
No.
But
maybe he has to carry a pot.
Or maybe he's
Bobby
saying,
Gray for 3.
absolutely smooth from Mr. Gray.
Oh my word, Bobby Gray's hotter than hot. Now he was showing glimpses of his MVP performance in the Summer League. Now the glimpse has grown. Shufford thought of a 3. A jumper from Shufford, can't get it, but Bobby Gray gets it away from Calhoun. Bobby Gray, alley-oop. Oh, Calhoun said no, not tonight.
Pass was a little outside of the range that Woods would have wanted to take it, but Calhoun wasn't taking any chances.
Oh, that's a poor pass, so deflected from the hands of Otley. So it would not be a backcourt violation. It's big set. Woods, backdoor pass this to White, and can't make it, the jumper. And Calhoun with the rebound.
But it shows you the comfort of play by the Horizon right now. They're ahead comfortably, but they need to stay focused.
Shufford goes by one sweetly, then another. The whistle came from referee Richards. It will be Rivers' ball. Shufford trying his utmost best to keep his team in it.
But the big number players from the Rivers team have been surprisingly quiet tonight. We're seeing the effectiveness from Parker, but not so much from Shufford and Otley. Occasionally we get flashes from Brewer, which we expect.
Going in for the steal, and a kick ball goes the other way, off the boot of Otley. Spinning, not realizing that Bobby Gray was just awaiting the spin for him to just grab and steal the ball. Have you watched A Thief before? I'm not calling Bobby Gray a thief, but have you ever watched A Thief? You're downtown, they sit and wait until that purse or wallet is in the right angle, and they make their run and get it.
I'm a little concerned now that if you actually sat and watched that.
Woods. Oh, that
nice.
was sweet from Woods. Had to pull the handbrakes and then the jumper. You're saying?
I'm just concerned you sat and witnessed that, and what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do?
You saw somebody getting robbed?
What was I supposed to do? Let me hear this.
I don't know.
Put on my Superman gear.
Well, I have a Superman shirt.
Well, I left it at that time. The person was okay, and the person took off.
Okay.
And kept on running.
As well they should.
Yeah, so I didn't say where I witnessed it though, you know. Could have been in Jamaica, could have been in the States, could have been anywhere.
Okay.
But I witnessed it. Could have been a dream.
Could have been a dream.
Yeah. Calhoun makes the first. Does not make the second, but the rebound, oh, given away. I thought though that Hammond, pardon me, got that rebound. Bobby Gray thought of a 3. Parker going for the steal. So it will be Horizon's ball. 80-49 lead in this third quarter. Maynard, McFarlane, Thompson, Gray puts the ball on the floor. Floater from Gray. White was there.
Lawrence, actually.
Lawrence, pardon me, not White. Thank you for the correction.
You're welcome.
That's all you had to say. I don't know what we were searching for words. Both have been playing well on the defensive end. An offensive end, Brewer.
Brewer, need a couple more of his big shots right now.
Bounce
Nice
pass inside.
underneath.
Lawrence think he was playing football.
The problem I have, though, is Brewer tried to thread the needle to Calhoun, which was a good intention, but Calhoun is almost 7 feet. Get the ball higher. Make that a higher pass, not a bounce pass to a big man.
Brewer. Thompson stands tall, and an air ball from Brewer. McFarlane was there. Bobby Gray telling his troops to move forward. Thompson Back to Gray. Pick was set. Held up his run. Puts outside to Maynard for three. Short. Rebounded by Calhoun. Shufford. Driving to the baseline. Dish inside to Calhoun. And a foul will be on Lawrence.
And you see, that's the kind of problem that you get into as a big man. As big as he is, he gets the ball down here. It gives the defense an opportunity to get at it. So he doesn't even get to collect it properly and do whatever. You got to get the ball a little higher to your big man. Make your big man stretch for it, work for it, get it where he's comfortable.
Yeah, that I agree with. Calhoun misses the first. Looked comfortable taking the free throws a short while ago. Third quarter winding down in the second semifinal. Misses the second and a rebound. Poor boxing out. It's from the horizon. And they're tussling for the ball with Lawrence and the number 5.
That little sneaky devil called complacency jumps in every now and again. And they slack off just a little bit.
So Bobby Gray, as my good friend Courtney Campbell searches for the name of number 5. We'll tell you which is in a very short while. Bobby Gray finding Thompson, step back for 2. It's a rim rebounded by Maynard, can't finish by McFarlane. Brewer goes the other way. Pass now to Hammond, his father looking on, want to impress. Calhoun. Then to the gentleman wearing the number 5 jersey, we'll tell you his name shortly. Thompson thought about a 3. Jumper from Thompson, and coming out the left hand of Lawrence is going to be Rivers' ball. Black comes up the court with it. For the Rivers, looking for Brewer. Attacking the rim, but the left hand of Lawrence was there, but he recovers well and banked it home. Thompson. Went around one, dishes out to Bobby Gray. Hammond was flying in the air. Thompson does not make the 3, but Hammond gets the rebound. Black dishes out to Brewer. Then on the right, that was a block shot. Not black, but block shot. Deflected outside. So will be Rivers' ball. Step back 3. That's an air ball to Hammond. Recovers well. Brewer for 3. In and out. Bobby Gray gets it his way. Bobby Gray going to the line. Can't finish. Bobby Gray.
Still working hard, Bobby Gray.
Bounce pass inside, laying it off the Calhoun.
Oh, yes.
For
That's what you want your
jam.
big man to do.
Calhoun.
Got into him right. He got into his position, got into his role, got into his flow, flushed it home.
Maynard for Horizon. Bobby Gray. They're taking some seconds off the clock. Pick being set. Thompson for 3. In his range, in and out. Rebounded by Lawrence. Oh, that's an air ball. But McFarlane is there. Banking home, but can't get it to drop. Oh, a turnover. And it will be Horizon's ball.
So here's the question. Who did he see?
The referee was right there.
And that's who he was passing it to?
Maybe, just maybe. Referee in a purple shirt.
Oh.
Close to blue.
Okay, then.
Maybe glanced and saw the purple and said, okay, that was blue. Timeout being taken. Horizon leading 80-53 in the third quarter. Did you get the name?
Akeem Nelson.
Thank you very much. I kept looking at you to say his name.
I was trying to get it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. So Nelson in the number 5 jersey.
That's teamwork.
That's great work. This for the Rivers. The timeout has been taken. And the Rivers doesn't look the part at all in terms of what they're showing on the court and how they look on the bench.
Yeah, they're playing with the shoulders down, not necessarily with the kind of urgency and anticipation that there's an opportunity to get back in it. It's 27 points. They still have another quarter and 4 minutes to go, so there is time to chip away at it and make it work.
McFarlane showing that he can do some push-ups after he was fouled by Hammond, who is on your screen. So McFarlane doing about 2 push-ups and stopping. What? That means only 2 he can do?
No, that
if
means
you're
he has to save his strength for the free throws.
Then
he's
don't
about
do
to
any
shoot.
push-ups then. If you're going to do some sets of
you're
push-ups.
warming up.
No. If you're doing sets of
It's a
push-ups,
warm-up set.
do 5 or 10. If you can't do 5 or 10, don't do any.
Why? One push-up is a push-up.
I can do 2, and I'm unfit like anything else.
We're going to put that to the test. We need a camera person down here.
McFarlane misses the first. Can't get the second to drop. Rebounded by Nelson. Going by McFarlane. Nelson floats it to Black. Back to Nelson for 3. A tip. But Hammond is there. Aggressive as it is. Black going forward. Put it past the Otley. Reverse layup. And he banks it home. Hall being brought in on the horizon. Thought of a 3. Oh, brilliant pass this from Hall. And McFarlane finishing finally.
Rattling it home.
Otley thought of a jumper. A hook from Otley. Well, that was a crooked hook if you ever saw one. Hall. Bobby Gray.
Why did he float that over to Gray? There was a 2-on-1 break just now.
The 2v1, I don't know why. Bobby Gray goes by Otley. Deflected, was looking for the movement of Hall cutting inside at the baseline. However, it still will be Horizon's ball as we see the movement of the man called Brown.
Nikolai Brown chasing down the ball off the court.
Or the lack thereof. He still looks injured. Thompson, quick release for the 3. Rebound, Lawrence. And I thought, though, that was a little block.
A tiny little deflection, but just enough to change it.
Bobby Gray for 3. And the pose. Don't forget the pose. It's like I'm watching Elvis Presley.
We got to come up with a name for that pose.
No, well, he goes down with the left knee like he's going to genuflect, spread it across, and then use the right hand and wind it up like what Elvis Presley used to do back in the day. Don't ask me how old I am.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, Johnson with some ball. Oh, he almost lost it off his own foot. Double teamed. Nelson for 3. Does not get it. Rebounded by Otley. And
Nice.
banks it home.
With the kind of flair of finish that Otley has when he's on form, it's kind of hard to watch that the team is this far behind and they're not pushing it.
Bobby Gray for 3. And he's fouled by Black. He'll shoot 3 at the line. So I did not know that Edward Marshall was a chef, though.
We didn't know either.
Oh, my word.
And as a chef, what does that mean?
I don't know, but he wears the clothes like a chef. You can't see him on the screen right now.
He has a sign. The sign says,
Well,
Ted, the mobile jerk boss.
it doesn't mean that he does it, though. It could mean that he's the owner.
He owns it and doesn't cook.
Maybe. Would you make Ted cook for you?
Can I not respond to that?
Yeah.
If he cooks like he blows the whistle.
That would be a spicy chicken.
But we're going to go try some later on. And we invite you to come on down to the National Arena. Well, it's a little late in the day now to come down to the game, so...
Well, I know he'll be here on Sunday.
He should be here on Sunday. Is he going to cook on Sunday?
For the final, so he can come down to sample or to taste Ted's meal on wheels. In the meantime, Horizon with a huge lead, finding Lewis Smith, who banked it home.
Wow.
Also a crowd favorite at Sutherland.
I think the Horizon team are on a mission to ensure that everybody gets on the scorecard tonight.
Nelson for three, in and out, does not get the bounce. Lewis Smith once again. Thompson being marshaled somewhat by Hammond. Double team coming, finding Lawrence. He thought of a three, back to Thompson. Cuts inside, a layup, can't finish, and Lawrence Smith mistimed that roll. Deflection, but Nelson gets it back. Otley for three, and he buries it. Otley, Anthony, the first name, 10 points on the board for the night in this third quarter. He winds down.
And that's not typical of Otley. 10 points. 10 points would be what he would normally have in the first 2 minutes.
Well, Hall with a floater, I think he was trying to give Lawrence. Black attacking the rim and finishing, not tonight, went in and out. Lewis Smith going from coast to coast, high off the glass. Lawrence gets it and finishes.
So as time winds down on the third quarter here, it's
Otley for three. Came off the hand, though, of Johnson. Goes the other way, you are saying.
it's a runaway
Bride?
I don't even know what to call it. This is like a train.
Wreck?
Yeah.
I'm trying to just find another word to finish your sentence.
Yeah, I needed that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch Runaway Bride, though?
I did. It was a good movie.
It was okay, though. I was trying a remake of Pretty Woman.
But still, had a little bit of difference.
Yeah, Richard Gere, yeah. Yeah, but Pretty Woman is my favorite movie, though.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go back to the court. Hall. A three from Hall. Oh! Did I say a three from Hall? I said a three from Hall. And to close out the third quarter, the man from the little island of Barbados answering the call and closing it in style.
Oh, yes. He's getting ready to go back home and have some flying fish and cuckoo when he gets there.
What?
That's what it is.
I did not eat that when I went there.
Clearly, you did not stay a long time in Barbados, or you didn't speak to the Bajans.
Well, guess what? The Horizon having a well, they're just in cruise mode now, you may call it.
Yes, they are, and
we have to pick up our viewers though across the island and also on Rush.
Oh yes,
Rush TV.
Rush TV. Welcome to each and every one of you as you.
So we do apologize if we did not acknowledge you before. The viewers on Rush, and certainly the viewers around the world. The Elite One Caribbean Basketball League, this has been a wonderful occasion here, the second staging. The first was the Summer League, the second is the winter season, and the third will be the fall season coming up. That will be 8 to 12 weeks long. So get ready to rock and roll basketball edition. 1 day to go, but the penultimate day is not finished just as yet. One quarter to go to complete this matchup. Tell me more, is this a rout or is this a rout?
I don't know. From what I'm seeing from the Rivers team, it's going to take a lot, and they're going to have to, I don't know, they're going to have to work some magic here just to make this a game and make this game even closer if they possibly can. I haven't seen Otley showing up the way that he normally... Otley has 10 points right now. That's very uncharacteristic of a player of his caliber. Shufford is on the bench for most of the game, and that's an odd characteristic for that player. So a lot of missings for the Rivers team, including their coach, which we haven't seen for the evening. So we're not sure what's going on with that Rivers team. It would not fare well to say that they've already let it go, but there's an opportunity to still just make a run at this. They're down by 35 points. Okay, they got 12 minutes of ball game to play. It's humanly possible. Let's just make a run at it and see what happens. And
Can I now speak?
He sits quietly.
No, can I now speak?
Sure.
Okay. Well, making a run of it is really making a run of it. You can run in two directions.
I don't think I'm speaking of them running in the opposite direction.
Well, let's see. Otley for the Rivers, dishes outside to Black. Pull up jumper from Black, in and out. And Black gets it back. Otley puts the ball on the floor, whistle. And it will be Rivers' ball, though. And would you say that's a ticky-tack foul, though? I'm just asking, though, the question.
You mean because I've referred to fouls like that as ticky-tack fouls?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, it would be.
Nelson floating inside.
To Davis.
Davis.
Over the top.
And to Johnson turning around off the glass, can't make it. And a foul. And he will shoot two at the line, Mr. Otley.
So as I said, a quiet night for Otley in terms of his scoring and even in his efficiency on defense. It's just not the flow that we're accustomed to seeing from a player of his caliber.
Yeah. I think he's rushing the play, rushing his shots, rushing the game.
It would seem that way, but then you're rushing and getting not where you're trying to rush to.
And to say that, though, big up the watchers and Rush TV.
Rush TV. They're rushing to watch.
Oh, no, don't go there.
Or they're watching Rush.
All right, you can't stop now. If you've gone over the limit. As he made the second, though, Otley. 12 points on the night for Otley. Woods dishes out to Bobby Gray for three. Oh, that was short. Rebounded by Nelson. Floats it forward to Black. Black hangs somewhat, cuts inside, back to Nelson. Was trying about three-pointers. He goes again, another trial. That's an air ball.
So far, he's only taken three-pointers. I haven't seen him drive to the hoop at all, so it looks like he is, for all intents and purposes, a three-point shooter.
Or he thinks he's a three-point shooter.
I don't know that he thinks it so much as he's been asked to do it, because he certainly is not shy about releasing them.
So he thinks he's a three-point shooter.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Not saying he's good or bad, though, but I'm just saying that's his thought process. In the meantime, fourth quarter on in earnest right here in National Arena. Woods switching from left to right, dishing inside to Sutherland, who can't finish. Come on, the big man Sutherland, that's what they say. The man from East Kingston, Harborview turning around and swatted away by Nelson. Not in my house, young man.
That was, I'll use your phrase for all intents and purposes, nasty. That's a nasty block from Nelson.
To Sutherland, and he was fouled. And
yeah, Davis kept walking up on him and pushed him over.
Sutherland looks confident.
But you give him credit for keeping at it, though.
Yeah, you only have to. You have to. And let's see what he'll do with these two attempts from the line. Sutherland misses the first.
Noticeably absent are the pot covers, but they replaced those with the horns, right?
I went over to the lady that was blowing the horn, though, and she said she has to do it. She has to show support to her team.
Okay.
I said, okay, then. That's what I said. I said, okay.
Well,
that was an air ball if you ever saw one. Otley for the Rivers. Time winds down. And just trying to lay it in high off the glass, turning around. Widely, though, but three
Davis
players for Horizon.
Not gathering himself to see where he would need to finish. Missed that shot one.
That I agree with. Woods should have a bit of control inside, and Sutherland.
Oh, Woods again with the give and go to Sutherland, who misjudged where he needed to be stepping and wasn't there to receive the pass. But that's the second time Woods did that, and was a good looking move.
I just have to shake my head, though. That's all I can do. Just shaking my head. Nelson carries the ball up court for the Rivers. Dishes out to who? Oh, he loses possession. Here comes Bobby Gray. Stutter step from Gray. Dishes looking for White. Back to Gray for three. Gray lines up, and the air ball from Gray.
Okay. Is it going to be that kind of night finish?
Otley. Scrappy play here, but not by Otley. Up and under. Bank it home. He looks like he's struggling.
Just a little bit.
All alone under the rim is White to bank in.
Now they're walking. Now they're not getting back on defense. They're just walking now.
Nelson. Reaching foul by Bobby Gray. Bobby Gray is looking around left and right to say, who? Was it me?
I don't think anybody else was out there.
Well, they take it to the side, though. And that's what they'll do.
So what would be the description of what's happening to the Rivers right now?
All right, do I have a description?
You've said before the Rivers would look like dried up.
It not looks anymore. High off the glass. Rebounded by Bobby Gray. Gets the better of Otley. He goes forward, Gray. Holds his run, allowing his teammates to join him. Maynard. Bounce pass inside to Sutherland. Sutherland pushing and probing and scoring. He called for the travel.
Oh, man. Referee, let that go.
Well, the referee called for the traveling.
Let that go.
Do you have your passport? There's no way he did not travel.
Okay, but...
Let it go where?
Okay, but big man making a big man play.
Oh. Otley. A jumper from Otley, rebounded to Bobby Gray. Bobby Gray coming up with another rebound on the evening. In a commanding position, a commanding lead, the defending champions and the #1 seed. Bobby Gray has been beaten. The Horizons won, laying it out to Sutherland.
Beautiful dish.
And there's no traveling there. It could not travel.
Did not travel there.
It was all alone to bank it home. Sutherland 2 points. Black for 3. Whoa!
Okay.
Otley with a statement.
I guess he was trying to say, I can still play. But we would need a whole lot more of those to make this a game.
A whole lot more is right. And a turnover by the Horizon, getting sloppy in this matchup.
So Wood saying that's like the third time I've given you a pass and you didn't hold on to it.
Not at all.
But you got to give the big man credit, though.
He's what? You stuck?
No, he's still trying. He's still doing what he needs to do, getting in position.
Shuffle with a bullet pass, though.
At least he's there to try and receive the pass.
Bobby Gray for 3. That shot in the hands of Shufford. A turnover till a short 3. Otley bouncing and banking home. Looks to me like Allen. And scrappy play from both teams. Maynard can't answer. So right now we're watching like a schoolyard.
Schoolyard basketball.
Where was the defense a short while ago from the Horizon?
It's now that time of the game when the focus is completely gone.
Jumper. Sweet from Woods with the left hand.
From the Horizon team, they're like, okay, we've done enough. And from the Rivers team, okay, they're too far ahead. That's the kind of energy we're seeing in this play. And the game is not over.
Far from Maynard to Woods, back to Maynard. Put the ball on the floor, attacking the rim, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. All smiles from Maynard. Just looking on the referee to see who fouled. Was it Allen? Was it Black? Remember, the final and the third place playoff is at the National Arena on Sunday, starting at 6. The final day of the winter season. Elite One Caribbean Basketball League.
Did they confirm whether they're going to have an all-star team?
Yeah, just on paper.
Oh, okay.
The players help select the all-star team. The voting process. Maynard from the line, he makes it. You're going to cash register though. You still have cash registers like that?
I don't think so.
Maybe they do.
Well, certainly not in the general populace. Maybe in some rural areas.
Well, Maynard misses the second. Brewer comes away with it, finding Otley behind the back. Brilliantly done by Otley. Reverse layup and given away. Oh no, I thought White gave it away. Maynard cools it down.
Season for giving?
I think it is. It's the winter season though. Maynard thought of a three, releases a three, doesn't get it to drop.
Ooh,
Ball throws
too
in
hard.
to Shufford. Otley. Two-hand jam from Otley. Remember, the winner of this match will play the Storm in the final on Sunday, and the loser will play the Waves in the third place playoff. Bobby Gray for three. Short with that one. Rebounded Brewer. Shufford. Switching. Allen. Taken away from Allen, and he fouls. It's going to be Horizon's ball. Time ticks away. And there's going to be an influx of Horizon players, a timeout being called.
A mass substitution from the Horizon team. So all of their starters.
I thought maybe 10 players were coming on the court for the Horizon.
No. So all of the expectedly key players are taking a seat, and their second unit is now on the floor.
Lawrence, the ball slipped out of his hand. Brewer, 2-upon-3, and he finishes. Laying in his Brewer. Was asking referee, where is the foul? Where is the love? Thompson, a three-point specialist, he was hacked.
Oh, really?
He was fouled.
Yeah.
By Allen.
Didn't get his feet around, didn't set to get around and just reached around and grabbed it.
That was a lazy foul, though.
Yes, it was.
Now I'll use the term lazy. Hall. McFarlane for the Horizon. They lead 102-76. Thompson. And going around for another foul was Allen.
Allen is trying to say he was using his elbow.
Yes, he was. Thompson used his elbow to ease him off.
Okay. But then he
did
reached around and slapped.
fouled him. Yeah. But the referees did not see that, though. And that's not a heavy elbow either. That won't be called. McFarlane thought of a three. Shufford stood strong in defense. Turning and twisting. Inside, but poked away by Hammond. Bounce pass by Shufford to Otley. Two-hand jam once again by Otley of the Rivers.
He's racking up some numbers now.
Why not? 24 points on the night, 7 boards and 2 assists.
So he's going for top score?
Could be. McFarlane, high. Oh, sweet floater by McFarlane. One-handed, going to the baseline. The whistle coming before. So the big question is, will he shoot the two or not? And the question has been answered because Shufford to the line. No, take it to the side. Well, guess what? The question was answered wrong at first, and then it was corrected after.
Well, at least it was answered.
Yeah. Parker back on the court for the Rivers. Shufford turning on the baseline, reverse layup.
Ooh.
Can't get it to drop. Hall. Swinging to McFarlane all alone, banking
He was
home.
just standing by himself.
Woo! Poor marking, poor defensive play. Shufford, I think, is fouled by Lewis Smith, the 24. No movement at all. 108-78. What's the lead? What's the lead right there?
It's 108 or 106?
106, pardon me. 106. Why am I rushing it?
I don't know.
I know you're good at from primary school. There was this ad when I was young.
I remember the ad well.
Shufford for three.
Wow.
Sinking the three, Shufford. McFarlane, no look pass inside to Lewis Smith. Hall picks it up for the Horizon. A three from Hall, rebounded onto the rim by McFarlane, and it goes the way of the Rivers. So McFarlane and Lawrence having a discussion to say we need to communicate more.
Well, at least they're the only two red shirts fighting for it in the Rivers area. It was sad. There's no Rivers defense.
The Brewers going up against Thompson, using his strength, dishing outside, then to Parker. Cutting inside is Johnson, and does not get the bounce. Horizon comes away with it, with Thompson in control.
Did well to get it over the hand of Lawrence to even get the shot on the board.
The pick set by Lawrence. And
Lawrence
a foul.
was going to get called for that because he kept moving, he kept shuffling.
Move-in pick by Lawrence was not set. Thompson did not seem where he wanted to go, whether left or right. So Lawrence was trying to figure him out.
Yeah.
Then he decided to go to the left, and then Lawrence moved and blocked him.
Because there's a science to setting the pick, because it involves both players communicating from a distance. So I'm going here, I'm standing here, then I need to use the pick. So it's the player with the dribble that needs to use the pick. The player who's setting the pick can't keep moving like that.
Under 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Brewer for three. And the ball going outside. Should be Horizon's ball, though. Coming off Parker's hands. Parker having a word with the referee. No, it's Parker's ball. I thought it was the other way. But Bolanes pointed up the court, and they're taking a timeout.
Rivers taking a timeout.
Can I comment?
You can.
I choose not to.
Oh, come on.
25-point deficit.
With
2 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock. Maybe they think they can make a run at it. They could make a run before, or they decided the last 2.5 minutes. Maybe they can make a run now.
25 points, 2.5 minutes. It's possible. But the kind of structure you'd have to put together to get that would require a lot more energy and
4 steals.
And a lot more cohesion and effort than they're displaying right now.
How about 4 steals?
A whole lot of steals.
Yeah.
So you need a whole lot of defensive stops and a whole lot of points on the board. If you get the defensive stop, at least you get the fast breaks, and you need to complete your fast break plays. So you have to literally stop them from scoring while you continue to.
Well, not like that, though. A turnover right away. Bounce pass. Laying it off, Lewis Smith. And tipping in is McFarlane. Was hard off the glass, but he recovered well to tip it right in. Brewer swings it to Allen, outside to Black. Black for 3, and that's a near ball, recovered by Thompson. As options, Thompson walks the ball up court. Still Thompson. Johnson doing defensive skills. Hall comes inside, laying up, can't finish. Rebounded by Allen. Hammond trying to go coast to coast, trying to finish, trying to score 2 points. But Johnson is there doing the garbage work and banking home for the Rivers. 83-108. McFarlane dishes outside. The fake happening.
Oh, nice.
And laying in. Zabrour. Oh, he shoot 2 from the line, attacking the rim. About a minute left to complete this matchup between the Rivers, who are yet to win a game in the winter season, up against the #1 seed and the defending champion Horizon. Do you think, with a minute to go, any chance at all?
Of what?
Thank you very much. That was a brilliant answer.
There's a chance to finish holding your head high. Whoa. Careful, young man.
So Horizon with Hall. Going up court. Black looking left to right, though, in defense. Thompson, the three-point specialist, releases, and a near ball.
Well, this is the opportunity for both teams to use it like practice. Obviously, Horizon are using it for practice to go into the game on Sunday and try to come away with the championship again. But then the Rivers are using it, or should be using it, to practice getting some cohesion in there for that third-place playoff that they're going to be battling for.
Brewer with the air ball.
And hopefully get their first win. I beg your pardon.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I know that you'll be around to finish your statement.
Oh, definitely. I'm not going anywhere right now.
Not right now, to be honest. Maybe the next 35 seconds, but not right now.
Not right now, no.
Hall, as time winding down, 10 seconds differential from the shot clock to the game clock. Thompson turning around, though. It looks like he traveled.
Yeah, he does it a little bit often and he gets away with it, but referee caught him this time.
Yeah, did not put the ball on the floor. Just turned and he seemed like he was going to run off. Now the shot clock has been turned off. So time winding down. Hammond.
They should get Hammond a shot, though.
Nelson. Oh, sweet from Nelson, going around 1 and 2 and banking home. You said before, you don't see him actually go to the basket. Lewis Smith, he banks home. And that's the end of the matchup. The Horizon, the defending champion, going back to the final, searching for their second title after defeating Rivers 112-87. Certainly not the greatest game for the Rivers, but the Horizon winning this matchup over this team, not for the first, not for the second, but a third time this season. Your thoughts?
Yes, it's a little unfortunate that they went down like that because they do have some quality players that could have given this team more of an opportunity to at least make the game look a little bit more competitive. The Rivers team, unfortunately, will now be playing for an opportunity to make at least one win for this season in the third-place playoff game on Sunday. Horizons, on the other hand, did what the champions are supposed to do, which is come out and defend their title, and they did so, only going down one game for this season so far and looking like a champion in this final semi-final game. So we look forward to what they're going to do on Sunday, because now they're going to be facing the Storm, and they've had some challenges against the Storm, and the Storm teams the Storm team is coming with some renewed energy, some renewed vigor, coming off of an exciting upset win over the Waves.
So you can't call it just yet what's going to happen on Sunday. The third place playoff is at 6. The grand finale scheduled for 8 right here at the National Arena. Courtney Campbell, any last words on this penultimate day?
Well, I enjoyed the games and I enjoyed what was happening out there. Looking forward to seeing whether Nikolai Brown will come back in the game. But anyway, just want to invite each and every one of you who are able to make your way down to the National Arena on Sunday, because there's going to be some really exciting basketball, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy that I'm sure you're going to enjoy seeing when we put the camera on Sean to do some push-ups, because we're actually going to take him to task on that. He says he can do 1. I don't believe he can do 1.
I said 2.
You said 2?
Yeah.
You're making it worse now. I don't believe. Listen, M1, I'm talking to my M1 team. We're going to need a camera for Sean. Sean is going to be showing us his ability to do 2 push-ups on Sunday, and we're going to challenge him to that. And if he does do the 2 push-ups, I'm going to get him a quarter chicken from Ted, the mobile jerk boss.
Oh, my word. Have to walk.
And I mean 2 proper push-ups. We're not talking those flimsy-looking arm wobbly things.
I wouldn't even look at you. No, I'll take up the challenge, though. But on that note, we have to end it here from the National Arena on the grounds of Independence Park Limited, which has done or hosted the penultimate day of the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League, the winter season. Courtney Campbell, Sean Grant, and the M1 production team in the house. We're happy to bring you 2 games, 2 semi-finals, and it will be who? The defending champion Horizon going up against the Storm in that championship match, and the third place playoff, it will be the Rivers up against the Waves. Until Sunday, we bid you farewell.